Welcome to Wellness in the Woods. I'm Leslie Caretti, and I'll be your host today. We have a lot of exciting things that we're going to be talking about, that we're going to be doing, and I cannot believe it. I want to first of all hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we're right into the holiday season, so I hope you have a great one, and we look forward to seeing you in 2025 with a ton of exciting events. But for now, today, we have a couple of really special guests with special offers. And I just cannot believe, I'm so excited about 2025. So with no further ado, let me introduce you to Gino, who is our Executive Director of Park Terrace. And it is an extraordinary place, I hear.
It is extraordinary,
yes. So can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Jessica, would you like to start?
I would love to.
Okay.
So Park Terrace is in a residential community. It's beautiful. It's a quiet area. It's located close to restaurants, local shops, our civic center, and the beautiful Central Park. So it's a really nice spot to be here to live your life at the community.
Yeah. All right. So right in a residential neighborhood. That's kind of cool.
Beautiful setting, quiet. A fairly spread out community, more so than any others, with very large courtyards, beautiful gardens, and a nice peaceful place.
Yeah, I like the idea of the gardens. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So we set up our community so that the residents could take full advantage of every square inch of the entire property. So our gardens are manicured with different areas. We have all different kinds of things they could do, from bocce to golf to poolside dining.
Ooh.
Oh yes, there's hummingbird gardens, and the hummingbird gardens are really popular, benches throughout. We have a lot of different other activities that we do there, and also some very large events. But residents take full advantage of the entire property, not just from inside. We're in Southern California, obviously, and we know that our residents like that indoor-outdoor style of living that Southern California offers, and our community takes full advantage of that, of giving people the opportunity to be both dining or doing sports or activities outside, as well as all the activities we have inside the building too.
Yeah, well, I love the fact of all those things that you're doing outside, which is really great. But what caught my attention is the hummingbird park or area. I mean, do you have live, real hummingbirds there?
We have special plants that we're growing that attract hummingbirds and butterflies.
Okay.
And then we set benches all around so that residents can sit down and enjoy nature and watching these animals and birds come and be able to relax and kind of get lost in everything that's going around there. Other people are walking their dogs around the park. Others are wanting to play bocce. It's multi-use, people enjoying everything there is to offer them.
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure they were real.
They're real. They're real with all the natural flowers that attract them.
Yeah. No, that's wonderful. I mean, it does make a difference.
It makes a big difference. And it's really, we're doing what people are asking for. They want to see, they want to experience. And we're able to, at this community, make that come to a reality. And they're supporting it, they're enjoying it, and we're always asking for more. What more would they like? What more do they want to do? And we're offering it.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So, what is like the social activities like, Jessica?
We have such a great group of residents that are there that really create a lot of the environment. They really create a lot of the life that's at our community. We have a lot of activities on-site as well as off-site, which we try our best to incorporate lots of families and friends into this as well, which really creates a family-like environment. That's so much feedback that we've gotten from our friends and families that have been there, which really gives us the opportunity to create our calendars, to really listen to what they want to do and what they want to enjoy their daily activity with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's really great. I love the fact that even, grandkids or, are welcome and
absolutely.
and you find them there. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I think,
and
for
different.
me, communication is really important, and I'm finding a lot of people want that. So there's a lot of different ways we communicate with our residents and their families, through email blasts, through hard copy, through our in-house TV channel. So letting people know what's going on, encouraging families to come, where they can actually have quality time with parents, and the grandkids go there, whether they're using the pool or playing games, having lunch. We have families that are coming for breakfast, lunch, and dinner at one of our dining venues, and responding to me that they're truly enjoying the time they have with their parents.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what's most important to me, and it's really what's most important to our residents, that their families are relaxed when they come and enjoy the time they have together as a family, and meeting friends who they may have known from other areas, and everybody getting together. So in reality, we're one big family.
Oh, yeah, that is really great. So a lot of the things that you have said already, Gino, give me the impression that people would love to go there. But why would someone decide to move to Rancho Santa Margarita, to Park Terrace?
Well, Rancho Santa Margarita is already known as one of the more safest places in California from the latest things we've been seeing in the news. But in addition to that, most of the people coming there are hearing from friends or other families about us, and they're coming to see for themselves what is really going on at this community. And when they come in, they're meeting Jessica or me, and one of the questions I ask the most is, how did you feel when you walked into the community? Did you feel warm and welcomed? Was the concierge smiling? Did you see the other residents and the staff? Were they smiling? Were they engaged? Was there a lot going on? Because that's really what I want to happen there. I want it to be a lot of life and a lot of people really enjoying time with each other. So when they're coming, they're experiencing that. We're always inviting them for lunch somewhere. They love Luciano's, which I'll let Jessica talk about a little bit.
So that's what really, when you had asked us kind of what makes us different, when we spoke about a little bit about the multiple dining venues, we have multiple areas to dine. Therefore,
You mean like you have like different restaurants?
Yeah, and as most
Or do they have
communities-
different names and
different
you
names,
have different types
restaurants,
of foods?
different menus. So which really gives the family, the resident, the opportunity to choose kind of what they'd like. And if they didn't feel like one thing, we have something else for it. To give you an example, we have what's called our Bella Tierra, which is like a semi-formal dining room where families and residents could have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It offers a full menu and also an everyday menu. If nothing stood out to them on there and they wanted to kind of switch things up, we have Luciano's, which Luciano himself actually cooks and prepares your whole meal in front of you. It's a little bit more,
nice.
It's a little bit more informal, but kind of diner-like, where it gives you the opportunity to feel a little bit more casual and to also carry it outside as well, where you can dine al fresco. It's so nice where there's just so many different opportunities for you to be in a different environment and not have to feel it's the same thing every single day.
That is definitely, I'm seeing the whole possibility of changing up and going from one place, or actually a different menu as well.
Yeah, and like
What
most...
about El Paradiso?
And El Paradiso, yes,
El
is our
Paradiso,
other
okay.
spot as well, which is by our pool. We have poolside dining, and we have so many selections that they can choose from. So garden fresh, items that they're able to prepare for the resident, and to be outside, whether they have an animal, and they could be out in the sun getting some enjoyment outside. So.
Yeah. What do you call that place?
El Paradiso.
El Paradiso.
Paradise.
Yes, El Paradiso.
It's a courtyard surrounded by the Spanish architecture, beautiful green lawns, gorgeous pool, putting green, umbrella tables all around the pool. The grandkids can come and play in the pool. We have water aerobics there twice a week, where the families join the residents in water aerobics, and then they go to lunch. I know one day I was walking in, and there was a woman walking out wrapped in a towel, soaking wet, and I'm like, what's going on here? And they're like, she just left water aerobics, Gino. I'm like, okay, it was one of the daughters of one of our residents. And they feel comfortable, they feel at home, our residents feel that it's home, and they just enjoy being there. And they can feel comfortable inviting their friends for a casual lunch, meeting Luciano, who will make their food however they want it right in front of them. We have a gorgeous rose garden courtyard that adjoins Luciano, so you can flow out into there under the umbrella tables and have lunch outside on the beautiful days.
Yes. Well, it sounds absolutely fantastic. I really love the whole concept of the family concept
Yes.
That you have, and I'm really looking forward to 2025. And I'm sure that some of the residents who are hearing you today are going to really love to maybe go on a tour. Do you have like a bus that could come and pick us up?
Yes, we do, and we'd be happy to do that. I think it's most important for people to come and actually experience what it is we're talking about right here.
Exactly.
Because
Right.
it's one thing to hear it from somebody, but it's another to see it for
To feel
yourself
it.
and say, wow,
Yeah.
look at what's going on here.
Yeah.
And
Very
feel
cool.
good about it and feel how people will warmly welcome you. They don't even know. It's like, hi, what's your name? What's going on? Why don't you come join us for lunch? Why don't you come over here? Hey, we're playing golf right now. We're doing this. And people are like, really? And I'm like, that's what life is like here. It's a vibrant community, and there's a lot going on.
Yes, I am so excited. We definitely have to do that. And then I know that you're also, I don't know, do you sing?
I'm sure he
Nope.
can.
No,
Do you cook?
What doesn't the man
cook.
do?
You cook?
I cook. I talk a lot. I do a lot of social events where I lead the social events for residents and families. So I do a lot of things, but singing is not one of them.
Well, that's what honestly what really makes the community, in my perspective, is that you have your executive director and administrator out in the open, getting to know the residents. That's not a lot of
Yeah.
communities that are
Exactly.
like that, which really sets us apart because that's where we get to hear what they want, what they want to do, things they want to change, and that's how we, cater to the residents that are living there, and we want to make their experience memorable. So we want to do our best to make sure that calendar proposes what they want.
Yeah, that is so cool. Well, we will definitely, so stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, 2025 will bring a new trip to paradise.
That is it right there. We look forward to seeing anybody who wants to come and just experience what life is like at Park Terrace.
Yes, that's great. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having
it's
us.
so
You're
nice
welcome.
to know about this new place that you have created. It sounds fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to it.
We'd
Thank
love
you
to
very
have
much.
you.
And we'll be right back.
Ready to hear the good news? From teaching others how to use their iPhone at the Mac Club or volunteering at the History Center, our community saves thousands of dollars. And there's more. The special volunteer luncheon happens because of sponsors. Recently, it was Memorial Care, Ivy Living, and Freedom Village that stepped up to help offset the cost. These are just a few of the many good things that happen in your community. Help be a part of it and volunteer today.
Welcome back. I have two exceptional guests. You are not going to believe what your ears are going to be hearing. We have affirmative therapy products. Okay, these are MP3 players that you listen to, and when you listen to it, not only does it calm you down, but depending upon which one you're listening, you can get all kinds of affirmations that just like how great you are, how much you're loved, how much you're appreciated. Let's take a listen.
Imagine that you are sitting next to a gently rippling stream. Right now. Right here.
Now, wasn't that great? Let me introduce to you the two young ladies who have actually created this. One of them is Barbara. She's a very old friend of mine, Barbara Klein. I have known her for so many years. She's a nurse. She is someone who is always looking for methods to take care of people who need being taken care of. So this product was one of her little brain babies, I guess I might say. So I'm just so excited to introduce her to you and her partner, Donna. So tell me, Donna, a little bit about yourself. I know Barbara very, very well, and this is the first time we've met. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Sure, yes. I am a clinical psychologist.
Okay,
I have
great.
a private practice here in South Orange County. And a number of years ago, my stepfather was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. And my mom was taking care of him at home. And I was looking for some resources to help them. And I reached out to Barbara, and she had these beautiful affirmations. We decided to pair them together with this gorgeous, relaxing flamenco guitar music, which we have all just heard, and created these affirmative therapy recordings.
Wow.
So
that's
yes,
how it started.
That's how it started, and it's kind of a part of the work that I do, and it's really more a passion for both Barbara and I, because I saw how it helped my parents, and we've seen it help so many people. So we just really are excited and passionate about these recordings.
Yeah, so Barbara, tell me a little bit, how has this helped people with cognitive issues and the caregivers?
Right. Well, for someone with memory issues, and I really know that the D word is really hard for people to hear, but we have had such wonderful results with people. We had a lady who was desperately taking care of her mom. Mom wouldn't eat, wouldn't dress, it was just really a challenge. And so her daughter got the recording, played it, started playing it, said, "Good night, Mom, we'll see you in the morning." Next morning, she got up. Mom was sitting there bright and bushy-tailed saying, "What's for breakfast?" I mean, it was like a total 180.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and in the facility, tell them about...
Yeah, we had almost the same testimonial. So I don't know that we mentioned we have the two recordings. One is for caregivers. The other is for people living with memory and cognitive challenges.
Right.
So Barbara was talking about that recording, and we had another similar experience with a woman who was newly admitted to a local boarding care facility. She wasn't happy to be there. She wasn't really cooperating. It was hard to get her to eat. She listened to the affirmations one evening, and the next morning she woke up and she said to the caregiver, "I love you, and this is a great place to live." And she started engaging more with the other residents and with the staff. So, I mean, those are just two amazing stories that it just happened from listening to it once, but we've gotten so many other positive feedbacks about how this just helps people to feel better.
Yeah, that's wonderful, because you just never know how your life is going to be impacted, especially by the flamingo music.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, I mean, that's so joyous.
Yes.
And uplifting.
Yes, it's both at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that, because just that alone, music brings healing.
Right.
And
Yes.
that's very uplifting as well. So I just, ding, ding, ding,
Exactly.
ding, ding, ding.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Donna, when do caregivers use this? I mean, is it something they need to use every day, or how do they use it?
So it can be used in whatever way suits the person, the listener. They could use it first thing in the morning just to kind of get the day started on a positive note. They could listen to it during the day if they're noticing that they're feeling fatigued or overwhelmed, or they could listen to it at the end of the evening. So one way that it's been used is to listen to it as one is falling asleep at night, because when we're in that state halfway between being awake and asleep, our brains can be more receptive to the positive messages that we're receiving.
Right. And Barb, how long are these tapes? I mean, how long are they? Are they 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Well, it's a 7-minute recording that repeats and it fills a full hour.
Oh,
So people can listen
so-
to however many times it is.
Okay, so you can actually just go to sleep and not have to replay or worry about put it on again. And
Nope.
that, oh, that's excellent. So,
And you could also just play the 10 minutes, play it through once if you want. So it's just up to as long as the person wants.
And it's a group activity too. Sometimes they could
really?
use that in the afternoon after a meal. People are relaxed, and they can do that as one of their activities in the afternoon. Yeah.
oh, that is a really good idea. So they can use it together and just like everybody listen to it at
Right.
the same time?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the caregiver, even if it's at somebody's home, the caregiver can just put it on during lunch.
Right.
Right.
Or after
right.
lunch.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or before lunch.
Yes,
Anytime.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Anytime.
It could be background music for the entire day.
Background music,
Yeah.
like whenever someone is a little agitated, or you know,
No
just
wrong way
as
to do
a
it.
calming. I'm assuming that this is also very calming.
Yes, yes, and that is a great time to use it if someone is feeling agitated. Yeah, like you said, both the music is calming, and then you're hearing these positive messages. It really helps.
Right, right, right. So, how can somebody actually get one of these recordings? I mean, did you just go to the website, or?
Exactly.
Okay,
You
so what
go-
is the website?
So the website is affirmativetherapyproducts.com.
AffirmativeTherapyProducts.com. Okay,
Yes.
AffirmativeTherapyProducts.com.
And,
Okay.
and there is a way to actually purchase it from the website. However, we are for the Laguna Woods residents, we are offering it for $10.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so there is contact information on the website, and anyone who's interested can just reach out to myself or to Barbara, and then we can
this
get it to them for the $10.
Yeah,
Yes.
so Merry Christmas.
Exactly. Merry Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, oh, that's super. That is so great. So, Donna, I know there's some other things that you're doing as well.
Yes.
And so
Yeah.
I'd like you to tell the village, the audience here, some of the exciting things that you do outside.
Okay, yes, I'm so glad you asked. So I'm also a certified forest bathing guide.
A forest bathing guide.
Yes.
Okay, and where do you do this?
So we do this in nature, and by
Okay.
the way, there's no swimming involved. We can do this in any natural setting. It could even be done on a patio where there might be some trees and some birds.
Okay.
But the idea is, as a guide, I help people experience nature in their bodies. Like notice how there are different senses. What they're hearing, what they're seeing, what they're smelling, to highlight the senses. And that too is a very relaxing experience for people.
Yeah.
And it gives them a whole new way of connecting with nature, because they're really in their bodies and in their environment, and then everything just comes alive.
Yeah.
It's really a beautiful and enjoyable experience.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you don't have to get in the water.
You don't have to get in the water. Exactly.
It's also awesome because you're out there grounding.
Yes.
And you're getting
yes.
the love of the universe, the magnetic core of the universe. And we
Right.
don't have that. We go inside, we cover ourselves. When we're out in nature, we get that benefit. It's just such a gift.
Yes, it is. I mean,
Yeah.
I have another Qigong master.
Oh yeah.
And what we do is we do actual Qigong in the park.
Yeah.
And
Perfect.
There are 3 trees that we have chosen here at City Park to sit, to do this exercise at. And it's amazing how many hummingbirds come to visit us every single week.
Oh,
energy.
wow.
You know,
How
we
nice.
do, so I don't know if they know we're coming but there's always birds and hummingbirds, specifically hummingbirds,
Wow.
that come and visit us during that. So that reminds me, but I think a lot of people don't see possibilities that this can be so beautiful.
Yeah.
So that when you're in nature and just breathing and relaxing and not necessarily doing anything strenuous like running, or trying to keep your breath, or try to keep breathing. When you're just relaxing and being in nature, it's a whole different ballgame. And so I'm really looking forward to 2025 to bring you some different experiences that maybe we haven't actually tried before. You know, we've done Nordic pole walking this past year. We've done a lot of cognitive testing this year. We've done a lot of eating, which we'll continue to do.
Treats, good treats.
But I think the appreciation, we call this forest
bathing.
Forest bathing. How would you like to try forest bathing? If you like this idea, please email me and let me know so that we can set up a day, because I think it's a great idea. What do you think? I'd like to know. So I'm just excited because we have forest bathing, we have sound healing, we have Qigong, we have Tai Chi, we have brain body fitness, we have Nordic pole walking. So we want you in 2025 to take advantage of 1, 2, or all of these activities to keep and bring your health up, to make you feel always alive and well. And if you have any type of feeling lonely, that's one more reason why you need to just get out of the house and come and play with Wellness in the Woods. It's a great opportunity to be together. We are going to continue doing our Blue Zone meetings as well in 2025. So we hope that you will be participating in any of these events. So I don't know what else I can say except for have a great holiday. And I want to thank Barbara and Donna for coming today and sharing with us this great opportunity to give us peace of mind and bring us to a different state of mind. Because this month is all about the brain.
Thank you. It's our pleasure to be here.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, remember, everything that you do with love. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.